welcome to NBA 2K. We're here to get a peek at a My Player build. So let's get into it and have some fun. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Los Angeles Lakers. From the arena to your living room, I'm Blake Suniga, along with Brian Vanderputeni and Tim Swartz, here for some exciting 2K basketball action.
And all our focus tonight is on My Player. All the fans here really want to see him play, see what he has in store. Heck, I want to see what he has in store.
And that's the best thing about NBA basketball. You just never know what can happen until we play the games. Could MP drop 50 tonight? Will we see overtime, a triple-double, a game-winning shot? We have no idea. This is why we play and watch the games. Good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows when to put himself in position to attack.
The Los Angeles Lakers, the glamour franchise in the NBA. A fun team to try your player out on as a point guard.
Before we talk basketball, you get to live in Southern California, hang out on the beaches. Not bad, right? Off the court. But when you get on the court, get ready for pressure. Lakers fans expect, they demand championships.
Also for this MP build, you're following in the footsteps of so many legends, Hall of Famers. So it's a ton of responsibility, but the payoff is insane.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And that's a foul called on My Player.
My Player.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely.
And expending so much energy on the offensive end, it would be easy for Westbrook to let down defensively, but he doesn't do that. He is just too competitive for that.
Back to My Player. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He found the perfect spot behind the arc. A big gap in the defense.
Leonard from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
With the salary cap and the Supermax being introduced, the amount of money vets cost to have on your team, how vital is it to hit on your draft picks?
It's huge. You look at that Warriors run. They drafted Steph, Clay, Draymond in the second round. That was massive in allowing them to sign Kevin Durant. The biggest thing is draft picks just get paid less, have controlled contracts. So you have them on your roster, and it opens up cap space, and it's really a giant plus. You get tremendous value out of them when they're good.
And Tim, after that initial 4-year contract for first-round picks, you also can match any offer their first time in free agency. So team control is huge, especially in the current climate with guys constantly moving teams. The NBA setup really helps out the smaller market teams in regards to holding on to their stars early in their careers.
And that one's good, George.
Well, that's George's game. Most accurate when someone's feeding him in rhythm.
My Player, covered by Jackson. It's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
And the foul called on My Player. That will be his second foul of the game.
Second team.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
The floor for the Clippers.
Leonard outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here.
Clippers substitution.
George, he's covered by James. Left side, George. It's rebounded by the Lakers. Imagine this dream scenario. You build your my player, you go to the point guard position. How do you execute within the offense to best complement LeBron James?
Two keys for me. Off-ball movement, shooting the rock. LeBron works very well, as we've seen with various teams, handling the ball. And he also works well when he's paired with great shooters. Points who can rip it without the ball help LeBron because, obviously, the King's going to run the offense at times.
And you touched on the movement aspect, Tim. You need to be very active. But generating your own shots works too. We saw how effective Kyrie Irving was in that role playing next to the King.
Pass to Anthony. That's good, and it's LeBron with the assist.
You can almost always count on LeBron to have his head up, scanning the floor, and finding the open man.
Now here is Bledsoe. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nice low post offense.
James, defended by Kennard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's par for the course for LeBron. Forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and gets to the line.
And he'll be shooting his first free throws. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside George. Back to Jackson. Tries to keep it alive. And stolen by my player. Might be a hard fit, but you're going to try anyways. So how does an MP point work with one of the best points in the game, former MVP Russell Westbrook?
The first thing you do, you go to the gym, you take 10,000 shots a day. Because Russ is a guy who draws attention with the ball. He attacks the rim at will. So you learn to play some off guard if you want to be on the court at the same time. It's loads of free spot ups. Learn to move. Learn to cut without the ball.
And remember, Westbrook plays with a lot of energy, so you're going to have to at least try and match that. You got to learn how to play at a frantic pace, because the quicker Westbrook plays, the better he is.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Free throw line jumper. He clangs that one off the back iron, and it falls.
A lengthy forward with a smooth release. Leonard can get rolling from the mid-range.
Outside Jackson. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And that assist got a little nod to his teammate after the basket.
Now my player. He's got 14. Misses from close range. The Clippers leading. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it.
Los Angeles ball. Substitution for your Lakers. DeAndre Jordan. Russell Westbrook.
All right, let's take a look at the prospect of a point guard build paired up with the wide skill set of Anthony Davis. It's just got to be a joy to be a one with AD roaming the paint.
Get ready to toss up some alley-oops. AD feasts on those. I'd also work on your handles and court awareness, though. But when you've got a big target like AD down low who can also shoot so well, you need to be a point guard with an excellent pick roll game.
Totally agree. I mean, AD is so versatile himself, but really to excel in a tandem, communication is key. Keeping that ball popping around the perimeter and finding mismatches, but also being physical, setting screens. And his shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
George, the shot's good on the assist by Leonard.
When Leonard's on the floor, he attracts so much attention on the offensive end. It can lead to easy buckets for his teammates.
The 15-footer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on LeBron James. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, back on draft day 2011, one of the great trade steals of all time. The Spurs got the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard for George Hill.
The Lakers trailing. Pass to my player. The three-pointer off the mark.
I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second half. He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but he needs to give it a rest and just try something else.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Off target from the baseline.
Not sure what the D was doing there. He's not the guy to give open looks to. But they got away with it.
It's good.
So raw and skinny coming into the league. Now Jordan brushes off these challenges with ease with his muscle.
Jackson with it. Covered by my player. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a 3. Jackson, no good. Here's Monk. Rebounded by Mann. It's Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Westbrook. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Assist from Kawhi Leonard.
By player outside. Oh, he got it! What a shot! What a play!
Wow.
So 3 points right there at the buzzer.
That was the definition of a prayer.
And it was answered.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Clippers out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sport. With 2 quarters behind us and 2 left to go, what are your thoughts on my players so far?
Really great numbers so far. You know, if I'm the scout, the agent, the coach, heck, if I'm anyone, it's obvious to see the potential this guy has.
I mean, yeah, if this is what he's capable of at this point in his career, just think where he might be able to go with more time within this offense, learning all the tendencies of the team.
And thinking about the Lakers, always a lot of storylines surrounding them. But what style of play best fits this team?
Well, anytime you're playing alongside the king, LeBron James, you want to have a roster full of shooters. With all the space he creates offensively and his passing abilities, make sure your guys can hit open shots.
Absolutely. And you also want to be able to dominate in the open court. The Lakers have been one of the league's best fast break teams in recent years, and they want to keep that up.
Here's Zubats. Russell Westbrook with the steal. Outside, and another 3 for the Lakers.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And the jam by Marcus Morris.
And the court awareness from George. You have to stay balanced defensively, or he will find the open guy.
High player outside. And the Lakers stack on 2 more.
3 for 3. That's the way to start the second half.
And that's a foul called on my player. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break to the D.
But I don't have a problem with the call, Tim. He was still sliding in there.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Over a minute and a half into this 3rd quarter action. Russell Westbrook with the steal. Anthony can't hit.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And the basket by Batum.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
In giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
And here's my player outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
Here's Bledsoe. And Howard with the block. Fast break. Here comes the Lakers. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of the last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
And George gets it to go.
4 of 5 to start the half, coming out strong.
The Lakers with the lead. To the left side wing, Anthony. The rebound by Ibaka.
I guess even he misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
Now here is Bledsoe. Covered by my player. Can't hit from in close.
He got ahead of himself there and just lost his concentration, I think.
And my player throws it down.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Pass to Bledsoe. And the foul called on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second. Coming onto the
3
floor
for 3
Clippers,
from the free throw line.
shooting for LA, Reggie Jackson. Shooting 1.
And not too long ago, Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And my player gets it to go.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get on the ball and get out of the way.
Jackson covered by my player. Pass to man. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. Can't nail the jumper. The Lakers call timeout.
They picked up a lot of fouls, and they're already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, maintaining good position, and defending cleanly.
Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls. Let's give them a big round of applause. Your Laker girls dance team.
He got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Lakers out in front, up 3. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Only one quarter left to go. And from everything you've seen, how do you think my player's performance is stacked up?
Well, he's done an incredible job of shouldering the load in terms of scoring. And anytime they need a bucket, they feel confident they can go to him.
I'm impressed with his body language, his confidence. It just seems so in control of everything he's doing out there.
Back to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Leonard.
I like when Jackson looks for his own shot. Keeps the D honest. And really, it opens up the court for him.
Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And here's my player outside. James. Here's none. Offline with the 3. Jackson with it. Now guarded by my player. And that's a foul called on my player. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Clippers now, trailing by 2. Here's Jackson. It's Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. They get it back. And Howard with the block. And here comes the break. James, he's open. Shot is good on the back rim and in.
And that's just the confidence of LeBron James. He knows he can take and make that shot when given the chance.
And another miss by the Clippers. And the Lakers with possession. A 4-point game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the line. It's going to be on my player.
It just takes so much toughness to score while getting fouled. Leonard, a player with zero fear.
And the Lakers with possession. They lead by 1. The basket counts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line. George go to the line here. And so the Lakers take the win.
And what a night for my player. Just dynamite. Leading this team to the win. Could this be one of the many monster nights to come for him? I certainly hope so. That was fun to watch.
MP could do no wrong, and without him, who knows where they would have been. But I don't think this team wins. You saw the coaches and players realize just how much he means to this organization.
Friendship, kinship, melted by green, affliction, negative intention, building million, billion, trillion, Franklin and Jackson, transaction, distract, attract them, adding, fast as flashes, ashes, ashes, how you let a dollar cover up your honor, where you gonna turn when the bank burn to the bottom, when we gonna learn, we don't gotta yearn for the comma, ain't you ever heard, more money, more melodrama, 99 problems involving my wallet, still tell my dogs when I'm on, then I got them, never been dishonest, it's heavy on my conscience, but when you make a profit, I promise they fall.